No, welcome to the press. You just pleaded not guilty to all of the indictment read. Why so?
Why? Because I'm not guilty. But you have to follow, right, the reading of the indictment. If you notice, two things I will point out to you. The first is the indictment is more about the 17 riot, right, and communications therein. Very little about the fire. The indictment mentions nothing that any of the lawmakers did except by generalization. But the most interesting thing about the indictment, it has a letter, right, from Kivi Bar to Honorable Dixie Sibo purporting to admit. I've said this before, I will say it to you again all the time. It's common sense. That's what we use in the law. How many of you these days can write a letter and a text message, you understand? Or politics, and it will unravel as quickly as they put it together.
Are you hoping for invention of the Torah?
Of course. I mean, when there's no evidence, the only verdict is a not guilty verdict.
What is it like for you? You seeing your your members are just coming on, smiling and all of that.
My understanding is they are submitting themselves to due process of law. All we are hoping and praying for that the law will be followed to its letters, and then the impartial judgment will be rendered. So that's the process of the law. So, I mean, nobody is above the law, and I want to be grateful that former Speaker Kofa is a man of the Lord, and he's following and trying to pursue the course of the law. I think that is the most important thing. So, I mean, you listen to the judge. They have had a postponement several times, and today is just one of those postponements for them to appear tomorrow night or 9:30.
You're emphasizing on postponement. You think it's intentional to delay this entire case?
No, I am not in the minds of the judge, but I think the gravity of this issue must be dealt with expeditiously. We should not be trying to be doing bickering. One of the things that's happening, while the government is prosecuting people for alleged crime, the government is renovating the very chambers that is saying was burned by these individuals. In the current draft budget, 3.some million is there. How the government determine that? Because if you are alleging that somebody did something, indict them. On our jurisprudence, when you indict somebody, that person is a criminal until proven guilty or not guilty. Is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So once you have been indicted, the people, I think the government should not play enough that facility, because there will be further forensic investigation. Maybe the court may order that. So to determine factual cause or causes of the fire. So you can't be renovating the place while you are prosecuting innocent people. In my mind, I don't see the justice there.
Honorable Cole, you just listening to the former speaker saying this is political. Where do you stand?
I want to agree with him partially, because if the chambers, the branch chamber, so to speak, is placed in the current national budget for execution, because the budget is going to be passed in this December. So why are you prosecuting people who burned the place? Why are you taking responsibility of a crime that you say I committed and you are prosecuting me for? So that's just my concern. The government has a lot of questions to answer, because if you are not political, they should not touch that facility until this court, the matter is legally concluded.
Honorable Cole, one may say, what difference will it make if the government says and doesn't renovate the area, whether guilty or non-guilty? The government will have to refurbish that place.
No, but listen, once a crime is committed, if you went to all of the crime scene, you will see the ribbon that will be placed there, meaning that place should not be tampered with until full conclusion are made or adjudication. So once you have alleging that people burn the place, you say hooligans burn the place, give the law the opportunity. When the law takes its course, then the government wants to take responsibility, the government can take responsibility. Once you have now adjudicated the matter, you place the branch chamber in fact, from the very day in 2025 budget, the chair on Ways, Means and Finance estimated at 1.8 million. Now it's gone to 3.6 million. So what is it the government wants? So Fananti Kova would not be wrong if he said the case is a political case. And I hope that our country should not be on the trajectory using politics and weaponizing all of our institutions. The judiciary should not be weaponized. And I think that's what is happening here, in my opinion.
Thank you. Of course, saying you are not guilty. Tell us why.
Of course I'm not guilty.
which I know with my conscience and spirit that I'm not guilty.
Were you not involved in any conversation
Nothing.
as read in the indictment?
Nothing. You listen to it. The repeated things you listen to it.
Why do you think was being repeated?
The lawyers will handle that. I wish I was a lawyer to plead for myself.
How will you describe this whole situation from the time you were taken to the Monrovia Central Prison to now? How will you describe it?
Well, I think that's total nonsense, but the law will prevail.
You are confident that the law will prevail in your favor?
For me, I'm a man of faith, and from a Christian background, I know with myself that they didn't do nothing. I was never even around. Never around. And as I said, I don't want to keep picking bearing before you all. I know you're journalists, you're good at making sensational headlines. And I don't want to make sensational headlines.
Especially
my
now
lawyers,
that you describe this as a nonsense.
Right, my lawyers will handle the nonsense.
Thank you very much.